Most women are still carrying the same bag they bought 3 years ago, and they don't even realize how outdated it looks. If you've been wondering what bags are actually trending right now, not last year, not 2 seasons ago, you're in the right place. Today, we're going through the top trending tote handbags and stylish purses that every woman is reaching for in 2026. Whether you want something for work, the weekend, or just everyday life, I've got you covered. Some of these might surprise you. A few of them are so beautiful, you might end up wanting more than one. Let's get into it. Here's the thing, shopping for a handbag sounds simple, but it's actually not. There are so many options out there. You scroll online, you see hundreds of bags, and suddenly nothing feels right. You don't know if it's actually trendy or just being pushed as an ad. You don't know if it'll look good in real life or just in photos. And you don't know if it'll last or fall apart in 3 months. A lot of women end up buying something they don't love just because they were overwhelmed, and then that bag sits at the back of the wardrobe barely touched. The other problem? Trends move fast. What was everywhere in 2024 already feels tired. In 2026, there's a whole new wave of styles, shapes, and materials that look fresh and feel different, and if you don't know what they are, it's easy to miss them. So let's fix that. Let's talk about what's actually worth buying this year and why each one deserves a spot in your collection. The oversized canvas tote. First up, the oversized canvas tote. This one has been building momentum for a while, and in 2026, it is absolutely everywhere. What makes it work is how practical it is without looking basic. It's big enough to carry your laptop, your lunch, your gym gear, and still have room for your wallet and your phone. But the designs have gotten so much better. We're talking structured shapes, beautiful earth tones, and clean, minimal hardware that makes them look way more expensive than they actually are. The best part? Canvas totes work with almost any outfit. Throw one over a simple dress and it looks intentional. Pair it with jeans and a blazer and it looks polished. It's the bag you reach for without thinking, and that's exactly what makes it so popular right now. Colors to look for? Warm tan, sage green, off-white, and classic black with contrast stitching. The soft leather slouch tote. And if you haven't tried this style yet, you are missing out. This is the bag that looks effortlessly cool. It's not stiff, it's not boxy. It kind of collapses naturally when you set it down, and it molds to whatever you put inside it. That relaxed, unstructured look is huge right now because people are moving away from overly rigid, formal bags. Think of it like the difference between a stiff blazer and a soft linen one. Both are stylish, but one just feels more like you. These come in gorgeous buttery leathers, soft caramel, dusty rose, chocolate brown, and they photograph beautifully too, which doesn't hurt if you like putting your outfits on social media. One thing to know, softer leather does require a little care. Keep a leather conditioner handy, and it'll last you for years. Now let's talk about the mini tote. This is the bag that's been all over every fashion week, every street style photo, every what's in my bag video you've seen lately, and for good reason. The mini tote is small, structured, and incredibly chic. You carry it in the crook of your arm or by the top handles, and instantly your whole outfit looks more put together. There's something about the way it sits that just looks luxurious. These work best for evenings out, lunch dates, or any occasion where you don't need to carry much. Lipstick, cards, phone, keys, that's it. And honestly, it's kind of freeing. Styles to watch in 2026? Two-tone color blocking, croc embossed textures, and anything with a subtle logo or monogram detail. Gold hardware is still dominating here too. Moving on, the market tote or woven bag. This one has gone from niche to mainstream in a big way. Originally inspired by artisan markets and coastal living, these bags are now being worn everywhere. What makes them appealing is the texture. They stand out in a world full of smooth, flat handbags. The weaving, the natural materials, the little imperfections, it all adds personality. In 2026, brands have taken this aesthetic and elevated it. You're seeing woven bags with leather trim, structured frames, zip closures, and interior lining. It no longer looks casual or unfinished, it looks intentional and editorial. These bags pair especially well with linen, cotton, and flowy fabrics, perfect for spring and summer, but honestly, styled well, they carry into autumn too. Now for something a little more polished, the Baxi Structured Tote. This is the power bag, the one you carry when you mean business. It stands on its own, holds its shape, and looks incredible with a work outfit. Think clean lines, wide base, short to medium handles. In 2026, the Boxy Tote is getting a modern update. Brands are playing with matte finishes, architectural hardware, and bold single-color designs. Forest green, burgundy, navy, and cobalt blue are all having a major moment. It's not boring, it's refined. If you have a professional setting and you want a bag that looks like it cost twice what it did, a Boxy Structured Tote is your answer. It communicates that you take yourself seriously, and that matters. The convertible tote. Let's talk about the convertible tote, one of the smartest bag formats trending in 2026. This is a bag that gives you more than one way to wear it. It might come with a removable crossbody strap or fold down from a tall tote into a smaller shape. Some versions have both short handles and a long strap, so you can switch based on your mood or your outfit. For women who are always on the go, carrying a bag to work in the morning, heading to dinner in the evening, this is a game changer. You're not switching bags 3 times a day, you're adapting one bag to your whole day. Practicality is a huge part of what's driving trends in 2026. People want bags that actually work for their life, not just look good in photos. The quilted tote. The quilted tote deserves its own moment here because it has had a massive comeback. Quilting used to feel old-fashioned or reserved for one specific luxury brand, but now it's been reinterpreted across all price points, and it looks incredibly fresh. The stitching adds dimension and texture, making even a simple tote look rich and interesting. In 2026, you're seeing quilted designs in deep jewel tones, emerald, navy, plum, as well as classic black and creamy whites. Chain handles are still popular with quilted styles, and that combination of soft fabric with metallic chain is genuinely beautiful. If you want one bag that looks expensive and feels elevated, a quilted tote is one of the best investments you can make this year. The tote bag with contrast details. Finally, tote bags with contrast details. This is a trend that sounds subtle but looks incredible in person. Think a tan bag with white stitching, a black bag with caramel leather trim, a cream bag with dark brown piping around the edges. These small contrasts make a bag look so thoughtful and well-made. It breaks up the monotony of a single color and gives the bag real character. This trend is being led by independent and contemporary brands, which means you can find stunning options without paying luxury prices. Keep your eye out for contrast stitching, two-tone handles, and edge piping. These details make a huge difference. Here's something I want you to think about. The best bag you'll ever own is not necessarily the most expensive one or the most trendy one. It's the one that fits your life. Ask yourself, where am I going every day? What do I need to carry? Do I want one bag that does everything or a few bags for different moods? When you answer those questions honestly, buying a bag stops being overwhelming and starts being really fun. You stop chasing what other people have and start choosing what actually makes sense for you. The bags we talked about today are all trending for a reason. They're well-designed, they're versatile, and they look beautiful. But the one you'll reach for every single day is the one that feels right for your life. And that's the insight most shopping guides skip. They'll tell you what's popular. They won't always tell you what's right for you. So take what we've covered today and use it as a starting point, not a rule book. So, to quickly recap what we covered today, the oversized canvas tote is the practical everyday hero. The soft leather slouch tote is effortlessly cool and relaxed. The mini tote with top handles looks elevated and chic. The woven market tote brings texture and personality. The boxy structured tote means business. The convertible tote adapts to your whole day. The quilted tote brings richness and depth, and contrast detailed totes make any look more intentional. All of these are having a real moment in 2026. Some of them are timeless pieces you'll carry for years. Others are more trend-forward and fun. The best move is to pick one or two that genuinely speak to you and own them confidently. You don't need 10 bags, you need the right ones. Drop a comment below and tell me which bag style is your favorite. I read every single one.